most of the information into. So here we are. Welcome, welcome. And there we go. Hi. Happy Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I am super excited. You are in Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, and let me just turn some notifications on so that we do not get disturbed. There we go. So we have those. So I am super excited to be here today. And as I mentioned, that you are in Wellness Wellbeing Wednesday, and we are here to talk about some of the topics that we have is identifying, or we've got today, is revitalizing yourself with the lasting lifestyle changes and a wellness mindset. And we are in part 3. So in today's act, it's about July is Disability Pride Month. And with Disability Pride Month, I am about bringing awareness for those with special limitations. And one of the things that's really just important for me is to share that. So before we get started, I always like to make a note of making sure that we just take a moment of stillness, so that we can just ground ourselves. I usually like to be outside, but just the stillness to say, this is for you. If there's anybody out there that is hurting, anybody that has been affected by so many of the different strategies, so many of the different tragedies that have been out there, that this is for you. Maybe it was from the horrific tragedies, as I say, in the wars in Ukraine or Uvalde, or even from Syria, Lebanon to Turkey, or maybe it's within your own country, your own state, or your own home. This is for you as we ask God for that hedge of protection over us, to just shower down over us, giving us that strength and guidance and understanding. And this is for you if you are the one that's really hurting, just to know that you are not alone. Thank you so much for that. Well, we've got a lot of awarenesses, and as I mentioned, our series this month is Revitalizing Yourself with Lasting Lifestyle Changes and a Wellness Mindset, Part 3. And as we bring awarenesses, not just for July to Disability Pride Month, which is something very close and dear to me, but we have other awarenesses. We have Eye Injury Preventative Month. We have World Hepatitis Awareness, National Childhood Obesity. We've got the hemochromatosis screening and awareness. We have World Wellbeing, Sarcoma Awareness, Juvenile Arthritis Awareness, International Group Strep B Awareness, Minority Mental Health Awareness, Chronic Disease Day, Park and Recreation Month, and of course, Disability Pride. And today we are discussing Michael Orlowski's Tenets of Wellness. My name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am your hospitality, health, and wellness strategist that is here to help guide you through a positive process for change. And that is with a lean, holistic, healing approach from the inside out. That lean stands for our pillars of lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. The fun part is taking and showing you to top luxury wellness destinations all over the world. I am a master certified health and wellness coach that complements a certification I have in traditional Chinese medicine. And these tips today are being brought to you by MacArthur Accommodations, where we are a hospitality, health and wellness coaching and consulting advisement company that specializes in overall optimal health and wellness worldwide, with those innovations to reflect, recharge, and renew yourself one step at a time. My devotion is to you executives, to you entrepreneurs, retirees, to help you improve your health and well-being while you find that perfect mind, body, and soul balance between what's really most important is your self-care, your family, your work, and your play. But before we get started, I want to share my purpose, passion, and why that I haven't been doing that a lot simply because, just for time's sake, but my purpose, passion, and why is that I am a survivor, an overcomer of a progressive, degenerative neuromuscular disorder that just affects sometimes when I'm talking. And it is progressive, but I'm here today. I'm here with my voice, and I will be as long as I have that voice to share that you can do it too. No matter what your ailment is, what your limitation is, you can do this too. Share what and be a voice for those that do not have. So as I mentioned, we are going to talk about Michael Orlowski's tenets of wellness. This comes from, I was inspired from the book from the amazing author, Dr. Michael Orlowski, and his book of wellness coaching. And as a disclaimer, I do want to say that this is all for educational purposes only. We are not here to treat, diagnose, or prescribe. So if you are in need of immediate danger, we ask that you seek immediate help right away. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that is to ask you a question. So when you're thinking about this with wellness, let me ask you, my question is, what lifestyle behaviors are holding you back? And I'd love to just know, drop it in the chat below. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below or right here. We would be honored to have you come in and join our community. It would be such a joy and honor for you to do so. And if you'd like, come join our community that we have the website that I will jot down right here into the chat as well. So my tips for you today is number one, wellness is a holistic concept. Anything short of that is incomplete and completely ineffective. Always look at the whole person and create programs with a coach focusing on the mind, the body, the spirit, and the environment that you're in. Just picking the dimension of wellness, because there's so many different wellness wheels, pick the one that's good for you, the one that you like, and not acknowledging what others end up not working in the long run. So just picking the dimension of wellness that you like, and you're not acknowledging what others are doing. Number two is self-esteem is a critical factor in change. Wellness is caring enough about yourself to take stock of your life, make the necessary changes, and find out and go out and find that support so that you can maintain your motivation of what really gives you motivation. What's your mojo? Do you have that mojo song before you get what really gets you going if you're feeling down and dreary and you just have that hard time with going on? Heal your wounds. And I'm working on those, just transparent. Oh, so good right now. We go through these valleys of highs and lows of a journey. I shared that I am an overcomer of a progressive degenerative neuromuscular disorder, but along with depression. And that is for over 30 years now. The wounds are there. Heal your wounds. Find out what is holding you back from feeling good about yourself and work through the blocks, not around them, work through them. Everything we do comes lighter from love or from fear. Where do your lifestyle efforts come from? For many of us, change requires the hard, let's roll up our sleeves, let's work on facing our fears and healing our old wounds from the past, how we are up. But also don't forget to include positive affirmations. Those positive affirmations need to be coupled with this type of lifelong self-reflective work. Because when you are going through some of those wounds and everything, you need to be able to have those positive affirmations, surrounding yourself with those cheerleaders in your life. Number 3 is positive peer health norms encourage wellness lifestyle changes. Who we surround ourselves with either helps us stretch our wings and soar, or it clips them over again and again. The norms are the patterns of behavior that we are surrounded within our society, our culture, subcultures, workplaces, neighborhoods, and even families. Mutually beneficial relationships with friends and lovers and family, even colleagues who care about us as people. Are we what we need to seek? Are exactly what we need to be seeking out and create in our lives? That circle of that support of those loved ones that we have surrounding us, so that you can fight off. As a believer, I'm like, you've got your shield from Ephesians, that shield that's protecting us. Rather than being threatened by our own personal growth, support it. Take a look. Do you feel threatened by what's happening in your life? Find ways to support it instead. Overcome. And that's one of the reasons why I'm all about is that positive process for change. No matter what we go through in our life that is experiencing whatever tragedy, whatever journey, whatever trial, tribulation, as we're persevering through, make sure that you are looking through that personal growth and you are supporting. You are looking through this growth as you're growing and you're learning, allowing yourself to be more humble with compassion and grace and understanding and strength to be more resilient. Number 4 is conscious living means becoming aware of all the choices we have and acting on them. Break out of the trance. Conscious living involves a realization that we don't have to run our lives on automatic pilot. We can turn off the television. We can read labels. We can turn on the lawn sprinklers when we have enough rain. We can turn it off. Or we can turn it on when we don't have enough rain. We can turn it off when we do. We can notice how to throw our food, we can notice how our food actually tastes with our taste buds. We can notice how tense and contracted we are when we drive 15 miles over the speed limit. Consciously work on relationships like this, your life goals, and maximize your potential, our potential. I say that to me as well. The 5th and final tip that I have for you is a sense of connectiveness, grounds in our lives. We are all one of a kind. Consciously expanding our web of interconnectedness to other people, other species, the earth, and to something greater may be one of the most powerful acts we can take for being well. Allowing ourselves to move beyond fear and connect with others to reduce our senses of isolation. It can vault us forward in succeeding at lasting lifestyle changes. There's a huge difference between the I in illness and the we in wellness. Take the we in wellness collectively, collaboratively with those people that are surrounding you, that celebrate you, versus the ones that don't, that crush your spirit. Much of this sense of connection can also come out of the land we live on by identifying where we live and getting to know the plants, the animals, the weather patterns, the water sources, the landscape itself. We develop not only a love for it, but we feel that love returned when we do. So these are my five wellness tips for you today. I hope that it has brought you great value. I'm so grateful that you've chosen to come into this space today. I'm just honored that you have chosen to come into the space today. And I would love to know, where are you coming from today? Tell me what this the tips that I've shared with you today, what does it mean? What did it inspire you? What were any of the takeaways that you might have had? I would love to know. And if you need to reach out to us, if you have a question, if there's something that you're looking for, if you're looking for a coach, hey, we've got you covered. We would be honored to be of service to you. You can message me on any of the social medias. We are on 3 platforms right here. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you and wish you a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous day as I am sharing with you. And I'm going to wish you all most abundantly health. Thank you. I'm going to sign out right now from the social media, and I will come back over here on to Clubhouse. Bye bye, guys.